Hello everybody, I'm a sack of potatoes and welcome back to Hollow Knight Silksong. Now, full disclosure, I... Okay, so basically where we're at is we managed to defeat the last judge or whatever her name was. And with that we closed off Act 1 and we have arrived in the citadel. Or some of the bottom part of the citadel, I suppose. Good lord. Now, I'm probably gonna suck massive butt at this game simply because everything that is up on my channel I recorded approximately 5-ish months ago, and then for some reason I just stopped playing the game. I am so bad. So I have not touched this game in a couple months, and it's entirely my fault. I won't even try and make an excuse because it was simply a matter of, for some reason, I have the attention span and the consistency of a child. I don't know why. So I simply stopped recording and uploading stuff for a while, but now I'm truly back. I had a backlog of recordings because the first act of this game... Oh, there we go. The first act of this game I beat in a matter of like a week. Maybe even less. I don't even remember how the recording was because I remember I was so in love with the game. I was having such a good time. It was such a great game, and I beat Act 1. I was feeling so good, and then I just stopped. Actually, that's a lie. I wasn't feeling good because right at the end of Act 1, I fumbled really badly. And what ended up happening was that I lost approximately 1,000 groceries, so now I'm flat broke and I can't afford anything in a place that clearly wants to charge me for goddamn benches. Hello. Group map of the Underworks. Thank you. Yes, of course. Hey. So I believe we are locked in here for the time being, so I won't be able to access the previous areas. Hey, Jesus. The previous areas I had grown so comfortable in for at least a minute. It's a shame. What are you? Have I seen you before? I can't remember. Jeez. It was good that I got the chance to... Oh, a bone scroll, I can sell that. It's really good that I got the chance to actually edit the videos recently, so I actually remember most of the game, because I did sit through the recordings. And I'm sorry if there's anybody that's actually consistently watching this series. I'm so sorry, because a couple of the episodes that have gone up on the channel by now, a couple of them for some reason, when I was first recording Act 1, what is going on here? Whoa. When I was first recording Act 1, I assumed that I was gonna cut out... Oh, that's bad. That I was gonna cut out large chunks of the game. Okay, no, I'm sorry about that one, but that one's just not true. Anyways, I was working under the I'm gonna die. I was working under the assumption that I was gonna be cutting out very large chunks of gameplay at a time. So my recordings were typically about an hour, or I remember you, an hour and 40 minutes-ish, which does not sound like a lot. The problem was, and I realized this only when I went back to do the editing, the problem was that I was recording in an hour and a half intervals, which is perfectly fine for what I'm doing and for the form of content that I want, because I like hour-long videos. I like more longer content simply because it's what I enjoy to consume. I don't really like, I think, like 10-minute videos. I'm not the biggest fan of. I could do it for this series, but I think you start to lose on the charm of this game, which is like long sort of exploration and I can think, and discovery, which I think is just more suited. Most games, or at least the games I play, I've been playing on the channel, are more suited for that sort of hour-long video. The problem was that in that hour-long, I assumed that from that hour and 40 minutes of content, I was only gonna get like 30 minutes of footage, which would be half a video. So what I ended up doing in a couple of the videos, for some stupid reason, I would record an hour and a half, and then I would be like, oh man, I'm hungry, I need to go for a snack. And then I would pause the not even pause the recording, end the recording without saying like my usual outro stuff, without segueing out of the video in any way, shape, or form. And I would just, later when I finished eating or whatever that was a cheap trick and you know it. When I finished eating or whatever the hell I was doing, I would come back and I would just continue the recording as if nothing had happened. So when I saw that when the recordings, I cursed myself internally, and I had a choice of like, okay, I can either, oh, I don't need this, thank you. I can either just say fuck it and make like 2-hour-long videos if I really trim down the content for the what was originally supposed to be the full version of the video. I can do that, or I can simply make it 2 videos, except one of them is gonna be weird. One of them is not gonna have an outro, and the other one is not gonna have an intro. And that's what I ended up doing. So I'm sorry if anybody's actually been trying to keep track of the series as it goes, because I don't know what I was thinking, genuinely. I for some reason I thought there was gonna be a lot more dead space in between the actual gameplay of this, but shockingly enough, I talk a lot. I talk a lot, so most of what would be dead space of just me walking around is actually not so dead, because I'm just talking about whatever nonsense I can come up with. Oh, good lord. Ow. I hate the double whammies, I'm not a fan. Die. Woo! I can keep going up, or I can go right. I'm gonna go for the right, hopefully we'll find... Oh, hello. That's it for my silk, right? Guess I can't come here yet, so I guess further up we go. I like how much of a change this part of the map really is. Just sort of like vibes-wise compared to the rest of the map. Because most of the maps that we've been seeing are like green valleys, or red fiery, you know, sort of magma pits, or red forests of like red grass and stuff. Because we're bugs, we're tiny, remember? This, I like the more heavy machinery sort of look that they're going for in this part of the game. I think it's a nice contrast to everything we've been doing up until this point. And furthermore, I think it's a very... I've already spoken in the past about how I really like how this game feels and plays very different from the original Hollow Knight in so many ways. But I think the overall look and ambiance of the game is an aspect I haven't really touched upon. But this game somehow, I don't know how exactly it stands out from Hollow Knight. I think Hollow Knight had such a... Most of the world in Hollow Knight felt very distinct. And what I mean by that is each area sort of felt like its own separate entity, if that makes sense. Because you had, what was it? Crossroads. You had Crossroads was the big one. That was the first one you went through. You had Green Path, Moss, whatever the hell. Fog Canyon and whatnot. And all of these, sure, there was some overlap in like Green Path and the mossy area, but they each felt very distinct. I feel like in this game they feel much more like a natural progression of each other than they did in the original Hollow Knight. And that sort of helps you map out sort of the overall feeling for the world, not just the actual physical areas. Hello. Wait, what's the secret here? Oh, there's a whole secret path over here. Hello. What are you? Memory locket. That's nice. Be free, my little moth thingies, firefly thingies. I'm not sure what that achieved, but I'm glad I saw it. But yeah. How much is it actually to summon the... Oh, that's... Oh, if I wasn't broke. No, you know what? I'm actually gonna do this just to save. And furthermore, just because I want to update my map and perhaps my trinkets while I'm here. Oh, I've actually... Oh, curious. I've actually mapped out a big chunk of this place. Okay, how do I look at... There we go. No. Yes. Yeah, I think this is the build for now. There we go. So I'm up here, and I can loop back around if I go left, but I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to finish exploring whatever's to the right. Oh god. Why? I was really curious as to how Act 2 would start, and it's a very fitting start because the whole game has been, you know, thematic and plot build up to actually reaching the Citadel, and now we're actually here, and it was built up as this sort of wonderful and brilliant place where the faithful could come, you know, sort of show their devotion and whatnot, and we come here and it's a decrepit hellhole. Much like most of this place has been. This area also feels very claustrophobic, but most of the rooms are very small. I think that's really cool level design. It helps it stand out all the more. Enemies, honestly, most of the enemies we've encountered, like the normal enemies, I am not the biggest fan of. Because I feel like most of the... Excuse me, thank you. Yeah, I feel like most of the actual enemies that we see when we're just wandering around are pretty basic. I understand that in Act 1 you sort of need the basic oh, there's a wall there. You sort of need the basic enemies to, you know, help the player, or not help, but let the player get accustomed to the game, the mechanics, everything. What is this? Go fuck yourself. I'll come back for you! But yeah, you sort of need the basic enemy designs, but now we're already into... Oh, good grief. Wait, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. But yeah. Now we're actually into... Whoa! Into Act 2. I hope they show some more unique looking enemies. Why is this here? This is weird. Whatever. I'm really close to death. I feel like I literally just got back, and every moment I've been playing... Is this a battle chamber? Don't! Every moment I've been playing, I've been really close to losing. No, 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 no! I jumped! I shouldn't have jumped! I shouldn't have jumped! I jumped it when I shouldn't have jumped it. I need to dodge it. Ah. Okay. I'll get the run back. I'll be back in a second. And we're back. Give me the run back. I don't mess it up this time. But yeah, damn. Well, that was just stupid of me. I've really just been struggling. Like, there's no other word for it. I've just been struggling. And I could pull the excuse of, oh, I haven't played in a while, but damn, even if I haven't played in a while, like, this is hitting me way harder than it should be. Is that it, or are more little guys gonna come out? Yep. Oh, there's a lot of you. Oh god, there really is a lot of them. There's one. There's two. Got him. Okay, nice. Was that it? No. Hello, big buddy. I already fought one of you, right? That was greedy of me. That was greedy of me. I needed the heal. That was way greedy of me. Thankfully, you're not too tough to deal with. There we go. Wasn't too tough to deal with at all. Oh, there's somebody else. Okay. Oh, you fell into the meat grinder. I'm sorry. Do you want to go into the meat grinder too, my friend? We can make that happen, I think. Actually, I'm not gonna play it fancy. Game's been kicking my ass. God. So crazy that I just stopped playing this game halfway through my playthrough and boink. Oh, is that another complete? Oh no. Okay, I'm missing another half for another silk thingy. It's so crazy because I was so hyped when this game came out, and don't get me wrong, I still am. I genuinely... I'm not playing it up. What's the point of this? I already knew there was a room to the left. What the hell's the point of this? Whatever. I don't play it up when I really mean it when I say that I was so excited for this game, and I do also mean it when I say that I am really enjoying this game. I think so far it's been a really well-made game, and I've had a blast with it. I just don't know why I stopped playing it. Same thing sort of happened to me with Silent Hill, which I also have a series of on my channel, Silent Hill F specifically, which I'm having a blast with. I actually got back to it a couple weeks ago, and I've been having so much fun with it. I just don't know why I had like commitment issues or something. I'm gonna need all the rosaries in the world because I don't even have enough for the... I don't even know what the big thing was that I went past. Oh, hey, buddy. Whoa! Aggressive. I should heal. Thank you for understanding. I'm not attacking me. And I don't like... there's something that feels so bad about the double mask attacks that sort of... Like that spinny one, when it hits you, it stun locks you, and then it does 2 masks of damage. I don't like... Okay, I guess it's my fault for not adapting, but Jesus Christ. Ow. Okay, big guy's dead. Something feels so bad about those double hitters. I feel like there's something psychologically more upsetting about getting hit twice for 1 mistake than it is taking 2 mask of damage for 1 mistake. I don't know if that makes sense, but it feels right in my heart of hearts. I wonder if these guys are possessed too, or if they're actually willing participants of whatever weird culty stuff the Citadel has going on. Because I still have basically no idea of what the plot is. I got the rosary magnet as one of my charms, just because I think I equipped that even before I lost all my money. But now that I did lose all my money, it's just good to make sure I don't miss even a single cent. I'm truly penny pinching here to get by. I wonder if the big bad guy of this game is gonna be a spider, because they're setting up a lot of lore with sort of the weavers, which is spiders in case you don't know. And within the world of Hollow Knight, they don't call them spiders, they call them weavers. But they're setting up a bunch of lore with the weavers, particularly because, well, naturally, a Hornet is part weaver. That's why she uses silk and shit. But supposedly they went extinct a long time ago in this land, and in Hallownest, just a few of them remain. So I wonder if the big bad guy is actually gonna be like an evil weaver that's been, oh good god, that's been just like staying here hidden in plain sight for all these years, and it's manipulating these people. Or it's probably gonna be another godlike entity, sort of like in Hollow Knight, how you had the Radiance, and that was the big bad of that game. Which it was really cool, actually. The Radiance has some really cool and interesting lore once you actually sit down to fucking hell. But yeah, once you actually sit down and sort of learn the lore of Hollow Knight, I'm quite fond of it. Because I don't know, in terms of like world building and world writing, I'm a huge sucker for sort of the idea of creating kingdoms, and I really like how King Cherry sort of took the idea of a bunch of bugs living in like a close-knit area and sort of developed it into a whole kingdom monarchy type system with different bugs creating different tribes and shit. I think it's really really interesting what they actually pulled off in the original Hollow Knight. Where the fuck am I now? Oh, there's a new area. You know what? It's always nice to just stop and, you know, sort of unwind, take a bath. Can I go up here? Ooh, yes I can. Nothing up here. Up here? That sounds like it's breaking, but I don't see any visual indicators, so I'm assuming I'm wrong. This is a nice... Oh, free bench! We're so back. Where am I even on the grand scheme of things? Because the Citadel is all of this. We got the gate, we got this lab over there, we got the underworks, which is where we were just at, and that marker marks our key mission, right? I'm sure gonna take a second just to read what I've been missing out on. Right, okay, I remember what I was doing. I guess let's keep going. This place is awfully quiet, which is not as comforting as I would like. Coral chambers. I assume they call them that because of the coral designs. This is actually really pretty. It's a nice contrast to sort of the gritty underworks, which is like, you know, all the machinery that keeps this place running that most citizens would not realistically see. Oh, and everybody's dead. I feel like I should have seen that coming, but holy. This feels like a boss room. I bet I'm gonna come back and something's gonna jump me. Wow. This place really is empty. There's not even any enemies to fight or anything. This place just fucking dead. That's interesting. Something very quaint about when a game gives you a huge area that clearly has a lot of history, yet it is completely deserted, like nobody's here. I really like that. I think, God, one of the most influential games in my life and how I view game design in general and what I like as a gamer, I would say probably Shadow of the Colossus on PlayStation 2. I remember playing it on my sister's PlayStation 2 because she recommended it to me when I was pretty little. And I played it and it was over from there. Most games I play, I subconsciously compare to Shadow of the Colossus. Simply because that game had such a wonderful sense of adventure, such a neat world, such awesome enemies, such a memorable soundtrack. It really was the complete package in an incredibly in an incredibly unique and unorthodox way. Everything about that game is just weird. Because they give you a massive open world with absolutely nothing in it. It is such a desolate void. Which is, it's the point of the game and the world. The whole point is that the place where you're at is forbidden land. And you sort of shouldn't be here. So I'm just, whenever I play a big game that gives me a big open area like this with nothing in it, I instantly think of Shadow of the Colossus. That's enough about that. We're not playing Shadow of the Colossus, we're playing SILKSONG. And we're exploring the coral chambers, which is fucking huge actually, I just realized. Whoa, so that's gonna be a decent part of the citadel mapped out once I'm through here. I haven't gotten an upgrade in oh hey, first enemy. I know you guys. I haven't gotten an upgrade in a few minutes. So I wonder if I'm getting closer to another upgrade. Perhaps a double jump, because I've seen plenty of areas that would greatly benefit from me having, that I would greatly benefit from if I had a double jump, is what I'm trying to say. I was saying that there was a big change in how, between this and the machineworks area, and I would say scale is a big one. Look at how open-ended. Oh, you again! Hey, Lace, right? What's this? The little spider climbs so high, here to stand a quiver at a startling citadel. Pale child, you return only to mock. Neither you nor your land have proven my match. This sleeping citadel shall be no different. Spider dear, why must you remain so distressingly optimistic? The power that waits above, you cannot conceive. Or who would snuff that hope with barely a glance. Oh child, you still think me blind to the form of your liege, having come this far. This land's grandeur, the devotion of its bugs, and the curse that befalls them, the signs are clear. Your kingdom is in the thrall of a creature beyond bug, one of that higher caste. Whatever it is its desire for my silk and my shell, it shall find I'm quite attached to both. Haha, marvelous. So the spider knows something of fathomless beings, and it still hopes to stand against one, a god. Where do you hide this boundless strength you claim, spider? I've watched you struggle toward us. Yours was a painful broken trick. One needs grace to stand before the divine.
Vienta!
The best you keep watching, child. I've found those who claim themselves a god can rarely match the title. And experience tells me even gods can fall. That's interesting. So it really is a higher being, much like... Whoa! Much like the Radiants or the Pale King back in the original Hollow Knight. Oh, hello, new enemies, hell yeah. Oh, hey, there's two. Whoa, you guys are beefy. You guys are proper beefy. Okay, nice. But that's an interesting lore thing. So, whatever creature is up there is genuinely... is, a white lock bearing a surgical symbol. Got it. Another higher being. And also, Hornet's dialogue at the end there sort of suggests that this game takes place after the events of the original Hollow Knight. Because, and furthermore, it implies that one of the... I should say one of the... No, actually the true ending of Hollow Knight is canon. Because in the quote-unquote true ending, I don't know if that's the actual term, because I don't think King Sherry ever canonized one of the endings, although technically this is sort of pointing at that ending. Whatever, I'm rambling. The ending I mean is the one where you manage to enter the Hollow Knight's dreams, and you fight the Radiance, and you defeat it with the Void. Sort of implying the ability to kill those higher beings, those gods. So this probably does take place after the events of Hollow Knight, so... who knows how much time has passed between one and the other, since Hornet is a pseudo-immortal being. That's interesting to fucking think about. Oh, the soundtrack is going crazy, by the way. Hello, little guy. Boop, boop. Come here. That is very interesting to think about. I can't wait. This is hype. Wish updated. Whether... Oh, right. Bugs of Bardom. I gotta visit the freaky little alien-looking bug back in the tavern. That was the tavern, right? Oh, did it kill itself? Bruh, I needed the rosaries, dude. No. Oh, that is beautiful. The soundtrack, I mean. Man, I'm gonna add this to my Spotify. I typically put on... Don't die. Don't die. Oh wait, I still get the... No, the rosaries got destroyed. God. I typically play video game soundtracks in the background while I'm studying or animating or doing anything to that effect. Any matter of schoolwork, I typically like having some video game music in the background because it helps me concentrate. I'm gonna have to add this to my playlist because right now it's mainly Undertale. Oh, good grief. Oh, good grief. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay, these guys are actually tricky. Oh, I didn't get the heal off. Oh, fuck me. Okay, so you have a whip attack. That's a whip. Got him. Woo! Okay, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I wanted. More intricate enemy encounters. Rather than just spamming weaklings at you every 2 seconds. What's that symbol? Where am I even? Oh, this connects to this lab? I finally found my way back? Oh, I see. These are carriages for transporting prisoners. Good grief. Oh, that's a... When was the last bench? Where am I? Oh. And we made it back. That was a pretty long run back actually. Though I guess what helps is that this game actually has a proper run mechanic instead of just having to spam dash over and over to get back to where I was. And honestly, I don't really mind the run backs. It's a part of these games. You sort of... Sorry, my nose is bugging me. You sort of expect the run backs, you know what I mean? What part of this lab? Oh, because this part was blocked off before. I remember this. Or I remember where I'm going, I think. And I'm really enjoying this new area, actually. I think the Citadel area is quite... It's such a unique environment. It feels so different from everything we've seen. So I frankly don't mind everything that's all the inconveniences. Because that just means I get to see more of the map. And honestly, I think this part of the map has such a unique feel to it. Partly thanks to just the sound design. As I was running back through it, just the chanting in the music, the powerful feeling that the music evokes. It's not powerful in like emotion, but in like presence. It feels like you're ascending, you know what I mean? I don't know, there's something about it that's just really good. What's this? I can't insert anything? Hello. I can insert something to you. Machine with a symbol of silk. Are you a silk dispenser? No, thanks, I'm good. I'm fully good. You know what's crazy? We started off the video with like 0 rosaries or like 60 to my name. I'm at 400. Timing based platforming, I can handle that. I say as I nearly fuck it up right off the bat. Oh yeah! Gotcha. Oh no, my rosaries. Oh hello, it's a little flea. I nearly forgot about you guys. Be free, little buddy. You know what's funny? When I started playing this game, I mean, obviously I talked to my friends about it because I was really excited about it and I was really having fun with it. And one of my friends, she traveled to Japan and she's a very nice person. She's a very sweet person. So she got me a little hornet ornament that I can hang on my bag or my... Oh, it's a memory puzzle, I get it. That I could hang on my bag or on my... I don't know, just hang on something, right? It's a little ornament. So I hung it on my doorknob. It's currently on my door. Hold on. I gotta play memory. It's currently hanging on my door, so I see it every time I walk into my room. Hold on. It was a very nice gesture of my friend to get me this gift. I really loved it. I was really happy with it. Yada yada. And then one day it turns out... Ah, that was it. What'd I unlock? I guess that must have Oh no, that gave me something. Cog heart piece. What the hell is that? One part of a cogwork heart, containing an intricate mechanism of wheels and regulators. Huh. I accidentally stumbled up in something big. But yeah, and then it turns out, as fate would have it, another one of my friends traveled to Japan. And would you guess what she got me? She got me the exact same hornet ornament. And obviously I was really happy because, you know, it's just nice to be thought about. And it's nice to get gifts from your friends. But at the same time, I was like, I have no idea what the fuck I'm gonna do with this. I only have one door. I live in a fucking dorm room. It's not like I have a lot of space in my living area. So my solution was I hung the second hornet from a little lamp that I have hanging above me at all times. So sometimes I'm gonna be stressed out at work and I'm just gonna sit back in my chair. I'm gonna look up and I'm gonna see just a hornet hanging there staring down at me. And it's pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, it's a little thief guy. Oh, see what happens to nasty bullybugs when they come after poor old Grindel. That's a well-deserved end, we reckon. We heard this old citadel was nice and quiet and bursting with goodies. So what's happened, eh? Why is it crawling with bullies and busybodies? Creatures that haunt this place is steering. Little thief, the citadel's cast now roam the hall. You would do well to leave soon, if you mean to survive. What? You being mirthful? We're staying here till we're done pilfering. You should be the one leaving if you're so afeared. I'm gonna stab you. Well, you've been creeping around this old place for a while then, eh? You must be carrying a lot of goodies with you. Let a poor old snitch fly. Have a little quick look. Kill him! Kill him, Hornet! Oh my god, she just slaps him! Oh wow, what a rotten turn! Keep your nasty junk to yourself then. Yeah, that's right. Okay, well, that was cool. I keep bumping into him. I don't really know what his deal is, but I keep bumping into him everywhere I go. I forget who the composer is for Team Cherry that did the soundtrack for this game and also the soundtrack for the original Hollow Knight, but damn, he's good. He is really good. That is wonderful. I would rather focus on the big sword guy because he hits like a truck. Hold on. There we go. Oh, you know what's funny actually? This place is called Coral something, right? Coral Chambers. Recently, I got to see the great Barrier Reef out in Australia. To the northish of Australia. I was just traveling around the area and I got the chance to see it, which was a beautiful once-in-a-lifetime experience that I absolutely adored. Especially because I love biology, I love all things animals and nature. In fact, if I hadn't gone into the field I am right now, which is, you know, sort of animation and video game design, I would have more than likely been a biologist because I've always liked biology since I was a wee lad. But that's not the point. I went there and so the Great Barrier Reef, as you would expect from a barrier reef, is out in the middle of the ocean. And the funny thing about that is that you have to take a boat. And the funny thing about that is that the day that I was going, there just so happened to be a storm. So the sea, you can imagine, was violent as all shit. Now, I don't have, whatever the fear of the oceans. What are you? You're stealing my silk. What the fuck are you? You steal my silk and you use it against me? What the hell is your problem? But yeah, hold on. Kill the thief. Okay, thief's dead. But yeah, as you would imagine, the sea was pretty violent. And how do I use items again? Give me two. Wait, how do I use items? Right. The sea was pretty aggressive that day, simply because, you know, it had been raining. There was lightning every so often. It was a pretty decent thunderstorm, I would say. So naturally, the sea wasn't exactly... Oh, I can't bounce off these rings? Okay. A nice little resting area. Sweet. Yeah, the sea was pretty violent. And so naturally, I'm not one to get seasick. I'm not one to get motion sick in general. I feel like you know, when I was little, my family would go on these road trips to visit our extended family, and they would be like pretty decent, like 8-hour road trips from one part of the country to another. And the funny thing is that 90% of the trek was curves, so I like to think I'm not one to get motion sick easily. However, that day on that boat, it was hell. At one point, I genuinely thought I was gonna, you know, puke my guts out. But naturally, I kept it together. I acted all nonchalant and cool and awesome and epic, as I always do. I hate you, little thief. You... No! Oh my... Good God. You're outranging me. How is that fun or fair? There we go. Good Lord. Wait, what was I thinking? Yeah, it was bad. You could see the other people on the boat were also just having a bad time. Obviously not the people that work for the company, like the tour company or whatever, because, well, they're probably on a boat and out at sea more often than they are in land. So I guess at some point you become like a semi-aquatic person and you just sort of adapt to the circumstances. But everybody that was there just traveling was not having it. There was this really nice looking old Asian lady in front of me. She puked halfway through the voyage. That was unfortunate to see. And that also nearly set me off because I don't like to see people puke. And then when we actually got out at sea, well, naturally, you can't... I mean, you can see it from above the water. You can see sort of the colors. It's a really... Yeah, of course. It's a really beautiful thing because the actual barrier reef spreads out for like... Jesus! No! For like 2 kilometers, so it's this massive imposing thing. And you can only see like bits and pieces of it. But my tour included, you know, sort of a snorkeling trip. Gotcha. Hey, what are you? Oh, that was just to fill up my reserves, I guess. A snorkeling trip into the actual water. And so I thought, you know what, I'm getting my money's worth, might as well, I'm all the way out here. When else am I gonna be out here, you know? I went down there. Fatal mistake. The water, as I had already mentioned, as you might remember, was incredibly violent. I like to think that I'm a good swimmer. However, mind you, before this trip, I had not swam in approximately 5 years, I would say. Like, properly swam? No. Let alone in the ocean. So I was fighting for my life out there. The waves were beating the shit out of me. You know how you have a snorkel and you sort of have a little tube that you can breathe through? Yeah, the funny thing about that is that if a wave fucking crashes into you and the wave is taller than you because the waves were big that day, then water's just gonna get in your tube and you're gonna swallow a fuck ton of seawater. And as you might know, seawater is not the greatest tasting thing. So I would be struggling to breathe already as I'm panicking out in the water. Well, water would get in my tube, so I would just like... and like start coughing violently in the middle of the sea, which is not what you want to do when you're already fucking having a hard time breathing. Oh, what are you guys? What the hell? Oh, that's cute. You guys are like little synchronized dancers. Oh, good lord. You guys are cute. Oh man, I love supporting the arts. Wow. This seems way too easy. When's it gonna get fucked? That's still bullshit in my opinion. Ah, there we go. One's dead. Are you gonna be heartbroken? Oh! Oh, that was easy. No, wait. Reconfigurating. Beep boop, beep boop. Murder mode. Good grief. Well, you're just doing the same thing. But oh, never mind. I take it back. I take it back. You're not doing the same thing. I followed my words real quick on that one, huh? Oh, damn it. I should have healed. Oh, damn it. I should have healed. Anyway, but yeah, that's pretty much the long and short of my story. Moral of the story is, don't tell swimming instructors that you're good at swimming if you haven't swam in 5 years. Oh, you guys are back. I thought you might count as like mini bosses, so maybe you would have the decency to leave me alone. But no, you guys are back. Ow! What a... You know, I haven't gotten to a point in the game where I feel like a boss fight is unbeatable. Or I think I've been doing pretty careful with that bullshittery. Just do it. There we go. Because I don't want to lose all my money again. Especially not now that I've already recently, or somewhat recently, lost 1,000 fucking rosaries. I don't wanna take my chances. You know what I mean? Damn, you guys are tougher than I remember you. I flew through you. I swam through you even the first time around. Why are you guys giving me such hell now? What the fuck? You get what the? You're gonna have to give me a second before I actually get a second try at the boss fight. Oh, also, I don't know if I ever mentioned this in the original, in my playthrough of the first act, because I don't think it was announced by the time I finished recording. Actually, by the time my first video came out, it certainly was announced, or my third-ish video was released because there was a big gap in between. But there is actually gonna be free DLC for this game coming out sooner or later. It's Team Cherry. It's probably later than sooner. But that is really big news, and quite frankly, really cool news. Because more Hollow Knight is always welcome. Hello, little dancers, it's me again. More Hollow Knight is always welcome, especially if it's free. Because my wallet is thin. Gotcha. Ow. So that's really cool. I honestly really like Team Cherry's. I don't know, there's something about the way Team Cherry does business that I just really like. Because they really took their time with SILKSONG. They delivered a product of real good quality. And then when players are like, oh, are we gonna have DLC? Are we gonna get to see more of this game? They would just went, sure, fuck it, have it for free. So that's just really cool. So it's the same with the original Hollow Knight that got like 3 whole DLC updates completely for free, and each one added a good sizable chunk of gameplay and actual game mechanics to the fray. There we go. Whoa, okay. You guys are starting to trick me, to juke me, aren't you? Ah, that was worth it. I got some decently chunky damage right there. No, please! Okay, whatever, I got the kill. Okay, I got the download now. No, don't do it! You fuckwit. I'm talking about myself, for the record. This is such a quaint little boss fight. Like, there's something so unique about its mechanic. It's not particularly difficult because they announce exactly what their attack is and where they're going with it right before they do, or like before they do it. But it's really cute. It's really nifty. Oh, there's a third phase? Oh, you guys are desynced now. There we go. That's gonna be a lot tougher. Now they're desynced. It's certainly a lot tougher. Ooh. I like these guys. What the hell? This is such a cute boss fight. No! I react too slow. I got the heal off, you loser. I am an idiot. What that? Okay, that one didn't hit me! Heal up, heal up, heal up. Nice, good job. No, I should have reacted to that faster. Full stop! Whoa, that's a cool little visual. There we go. Jesus, that has to be it, right? Or is the other one gonna try and avenge his fallen lover? You're just gonna sit there and take it? You're just gonna see your partner die in front of you and you're not gonna do anything? Oh. Oh, we are fighting. What? This feels sad. The music turned on melancholic too. I'm sorry, I like you guys. I didn't want to kill you, but I didn't really have a choice. Oh no, Oh, what does Hornet say about them? Automatons of impeccable construction, welcoming entrance to a chamber with a display of deadly dance. 2 cogwork bugs, and yet the soul seemed singular. A sad yet masterful imitation of life, imbued inside shells of iron. That's interesting. I like them. I think that's my favorite boss so far. It wasn't particularly difficult. Hell, it wasn't particularly crazy as a boss fight. It was just cute, and it had a unique mechanic and unique visuals and audio. It was just nice. What's this? Oh, they were the guardians of the entrance to something. Hello? Whoa! Pilgrim of Falum Eternal. You're rare chosen who hath ascended to this final threshold. Listen to our wish. Deliver it, that you may rise above and see your pilgrimage end. We would hear the song of the architects at the core of our citadel. They who sustain our realms. Our realm, its walls, its floors, and its voice, even as the others fall silent. We would hear the voice of the keepers within their grand vault. They who guard our history, our prayers, and our secrets across the ages. We would hear the melody of the conductors, high in their gleaming towers. They bearing the heaviest mantle who would guide our land ever onto greatness. Pilgrim of Falum Eternal, regale us with our threefold song, that you may rise above and worship our kingdom's divine heart. Oh, so I like how music actually plays a part in the story of SILKSONG. So it's like a three-part melody. Yeah, there we go. Search the mechanized core for the citadel, for the melody of the architects, melody of the conductors, and melody of the vault keepers. That's really cute. I mean, music has played a role in the game thus far. It's been pretty clear from the get-go that music is sort of an integral part of this world and how it works. So that's a really cute way to bring it. I assume that's gonna be the actual boss fight. I need to get all three melodies and go back there and kill God or something to that effect. It's Hollow Knight. It's something to that effect every time. Whoopsie. But hey. Although I do wonder about the power scaling in the Hollow Knight universe. Power scaling is a dumb thing to wonder about, I know. But I do wonder who's stronger canonically, if Hornet or the Little Knight. Because to be fair, they're both children of higher beings. Actually, technically, I think Hornet is only part higher being. I don't think Hera the Beast is a higher being. I'm probably wrong because I probably don't actually know the lore of Hollow Knight. To me, I just don't have encyclopedic knowledge of a fucking bug game. I'm sorry, sue me. It's my favorite game, but Jesus Christ, it's a lot. Whoa! Not you! Literally anything but you! That hitbox extends way high up. But yeah, because the Little Knight by the end of Hollow Knight has like a crazy power-up where he teams up with the Void and he becomes sort of the new Void God and he commands the Void or whatever. I don't know the actual specifics of how it works, I have frankly no idea, but it's pretty badass in my opinion. That's my professional opinion. Oh, I made it to... There's something here. It looks like a actual house area. I assume that's what I'm looking for. I'm gonna go up here first, though, just to map it out. Sure, I'm actually flush with rosaries suddenly. I closed my eyes, I literally blinked, and suddenly I have 1,000 rosaries. So I've made back the deficit I lost. Where's this thing? Oh! Oh, it has its own... It has its own traveling system. It has like an elevator system. Oh! Where are we going now? Where is Terminus? I don't remember none of this. Where am I? I have not been here. You know what? No, hold off on this. Hold off on this. I want to go to the first shrine. First things first. First shrine comes first. So that's what this is. Because I saw another one of these right at the start of the video, but I did not have the money for it. Hello. Whoa, this place is massive. That's so cool. Hello. White key. I think I remember. I think I know where that goes. A surgical implement. Yep, I know exactly where that goes. Oh, hey. Be free, Belle. Be free to bing bong your bing bong. Bing bong. Bing bong, bing bong. Bing bong. Do the bing bong. Bing bong. Yay, bing bong. Cool. And just like that, we are so back. Whoop. First shrine. Hey. Oi! Oi! You there. It was you, wasn't it? Ringing the great clanging bell just now. Right when I'm trying to get some sleep. Oh, admit it. You done it, you shifty little bell runger. You have chosen a curious place to rest, sir. Do you perhaps know something of this shrine and its companions in the lands below? Oh, so you ask funny questions, as well as cutting bells for you, eh? You certainly ain't a pilgrim, but you're clearly not of the choir either. No, I know exactly what you are. The bell ringing loud. A weirdo. Would you realize what you've done, waking that shrine back up? The bell has rung out far and wide. The wretched and the lost will have heard its call. They'll be making their way here now. That voice is rough on my throat. Well, what's done is done. What's wrong is wrong. Make sure you come back here soon, you lout. I should have read that. Lying awake and it calls out to him. It's safe here, come on over. Ringing in the ears of every lost pilgrim and grubby so-and-so unlucky enough to have made it to this blasted citadel with their wits intact. Well, what's done is done, and what's wrong is wrong. Just make sure you come back here soon, you lout. I deal with all the fresh intake myself.
That's fine.
If time permits, Subug, I shall visit again. So that's cool. When we actually come back in the future, probably we'll have more pilgrims here. I think I've been recording for about an hour. This video is going to be a bit under an hour. Methinks in me heart of hearts. But I think that's perfectly okay. I'm just getting back. I need to warm up my voice. I need to get used to recording again. But it's good to be back. I'm really happy to be starting off the second act of this game. And for anybody who made it this far into the video, I just want to say thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Please consider liking, subscribing, or just supporting the channel in any capacity. It really helps me out. I love recording videos. I love playing video games. I love talking to the community when I can. So it's always nice to help my channel grow a bit. And yep, without further ado, I guess thanks so much for watching once again, and I'll catch you later. Have a good night, everybody.